Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to our cooking demo. I'm Stacy Smoot and I'm an independent consultant with Epicure, and I'm so glad you've joined me to watch me cook a complete dinner from raw to ready in just about 20 minutes. I'm going to spend a little bit of extra time to talk about what Epicure is, because I think a lot of you are new to Epicure, and so I'm going to go a little bit over 20 minutes, but tonight we're doing a kid-friendly meal, which is also pretty adult-friendly too, so don't tune out if you don't have kids. But we're going to make some healthy chicken nuggets, some mac and cheese, and some vegetables, and then we're going to have some cupcakes for dessert. So yeah, I'm going to cook all of that in 20 minutes, and I'm not even going to break a sweat. So I got us started, because you didn't need to really see me cutting up chicken, but I got us started, and again, what I'm using tonight is our rotisserie chicken. This might be backwards, sorry. Our rotisserie chicken meal pack. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the meal packs, but I want to get this chicken in the oven so you can see the finished product. So I actually I dumped about half the package in here, and I've coated this much chicken so far. So all I'm doing is opening the package and dumping it in this dish, and I am cutting up a chicken. So what I did is I had some frozen chicken tenders, and I'm just cutting them in half. And I'm doing that with our awesome scissors, which I love. They're totally sharp, nice kitchen shears. And I don't even use cutting boards anymore to cut meat, because I just do it like this, and it's one less pan that I have to clean. So and I don't have to touch it. So what I'm cooking this on too, this is our sheet pan, and I put it on these racks. I should have taken this off and shown it to you. I'm putting it on these cooking racks that come in a set of 2, and these racks will allow the air to get around and get out the chicken crispy. If I wasn't cooking something crispy, I also have our silicone sheet pan liners here. So I don't know if you can see this purple liner. It's food grade silicone, so I love doing veggies or fajitas on these, and it makes cleanup just a breeze. These pop off and go right in your dishwasher. You're protecting your nice sheet pan underneath. And what's going to happen with this chicken is any of the mess or drippings will drip into the silicone liner, and then I can just wipe it off and throw it in the dishwasher, which is really nice. So I'm just going to finish coating my chicken here. And again, I'm using chicken tenders, but you can use whatever you want. With this rotisserie seasoning, it was designed to actually make your own rotisserie chicken at home. So you can coat it a whole chicken. But I thought it would be fun to do some kind of like little chicken bites tonight. And they'll be done in time for our demo. So I cut them up nice and small. And this coating is really nice because it's not full of salt, and it's not full of MSG or any artificial type flavorings or ingredients, and it's gluten-free for those of you that are sensitive to gluten, which is a lot of people these days. So I'm just going to spread these out. I'm going to coat these up a little bit more. But they really are generous with the seasoning. So I had about a little over a pound of meat here, and I have plenty of coating. I'm just going to pop these in the oven. I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees, and I'm just going to pop this in. Okay, now that that's in the oven, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Epicure. I'm going to get this out of the way. So Epicure is great. I was turned on to Epicure because I wanted to eat healthy, a little bit more healthy, and I wanted to get dinner on the table fast. I work full time. I'm tired and hungry when I come home, and I want a good meal. I don't want to go through the drive-thru. and I had to solve that what's for dinner dilemma. I also became really conscious to what's in our packaged food that we generally buy at the store, and that really bothered me. When I saw how much salt is in things, when I saw how much chemicals and artificial ingredients and preservatives, and I'm really impressed with Epicure because they have a no-no list, and they take special interest to make sure that none of their foods are made with artificial ingredients, colors, preservatives. They're all gluten-free. They're made in a nut-free facility with the exception of coconut. So if you have a peanut allergy in your family, you don't have to worry. And they really take care of letting their spice blends and their flavorings do the talking instead of just loading them up with salt or sugar. So again, we're cooking out of our meal packs, and this is an example of what they are. Here's another one. This is a sweet garlic chicken, and they've got over 30 different meal packs, and the meal packs are, it's kind of like a glorified hamburger helper. They don't want us saying that, but it's what it is. It's all the seasonings and the magic dust you need to create the meal that's on the front. And on the back is the the ingredients. I can already smell that rotisserie chicken cooking. And they also give you a recipe of how do you cook it. What I love about Epicure is you can adjust. They're very forgiving and very adaptable. So, you know, this is sweet garlic chicken. If I wanted to use it on pork chops, I could. Or if I was a vegetarian and I wanted to use it roast chickpeas or tofu or something like that. But they give you a great recipe suggestion where you would buy your fresh ingredients and then add it to this package. And again, they're designed to have dinner on the table in 20 minutes for most cases. So being new to Epicure, we sell these meal packs in packs of 3. If you would like to try a lot of varieties, I suggest getting the 3 weeks of Easy Dinner collection. And what that does is it gives you 15 different meal packs. They're already pre-selected for you. And that means that you can have dinner every night of the week, 5 nights a week, without any repeats. How cool is that? And that way, if you don't like one of them, which I haven't really heard anybody not like them, you don't have 2 more packets sitting in your cabinet that you don't know what to do with. So 3 weeks of Easy Dinner collection. What is also nice with this collection, it comes with a shopping list for each week. So here's the 5 meals you're gonna make this week. Here's all the vegetables you need. Here's all the what you need from your pantry, and here's what you need in the protein department. So really great and easy. There's also alternative recipes that are provided free of charge with the collection. So I encourage you to give that a try, and that 3 weeks of Easy Dinners is a great way to do that. There's also some other collections that give you 30 days, or I'll post on this group more information about that. So let's get to our mac and cheese. So what mom doesn't need mac and cheese in their life, right? Wait till you see how easy Epicure makes it. So I'm gonna introduce you to our multi-purpose steamer. This is our #1 selling tool. This is 100% food grade silicone, and it does what you would think it would do. It steams vegetables, but it does so much more. So I'm gonna load it up. I'm gonna cook our pasta for our mac and cheese in here. It comes with this great tray that you could use to cook if you wanted to layer like chicken and then veggies on top, or veggies and then chicken on top, and then the drippings kind of drip. You can make bacon on here, so it's 1 minute in the microwave for every strip of bacon, and you have crispy bacon. You can cook pasta and rice in here. I'm gonna get this going, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna cook our pasta in here. So I'm just gonna put 4 cups of water in here. So bear with me for 1 second while I do that in my sink. so I just put 4 cups of water in here, and I am going to put 2 cups of, I have little shells, so it's about 2 cups. I'm not big on measuring, but just 2 cups of shells in there. You could use gluten-free pasta if that's important to you, or you know, whatever you want to use. So again, it's just pasta and water. I don't need the tray for that, so I'm just gonna put the lid on, and I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 7 minutes. I'm just gonna put this on like this. 7 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so 7 minutes in the microwave, and we're gonna have mac and cheese. So the blue box isn't even that quick, is it? Because you have to boil water. You have to make sure the water doesn't boil over on the stove. You don't have to worry about it in here, which is really nice. So again, one of our meal packs is mac and cheese, and that's what we're using tonight. I already cut it open because I'm going to use my scissors. So I'm going to show you how easy that is going to be to make in a second. So let me just talk about the steamer for another second. So I put it in the microwave, but it can also go right in the oven. It can go in your dishwasher, which is my most important requirement. So cleanup is a breeze. And again, you can steam vegetables in it, you can cook pasta in it, you can cook rice in it. It's a great rice cooker because it just steams and it keeps your rice nice and moist, again, without it boiling over on the stove. You could cook a lasagna in there. On the rotisserie chicken package, it talks about cooking your rotisserie chicken in the multi-purpose steamer. So you can actually roast a chicken in 20 minutes in your microwave, and it comes out moist and delicious. So it's very versatile. One of my mom's trick favorites to make in there are Rice Krispie treats. So everybody knows what a mess Rice Krispie treats are. You know, you can just put the marshmallows in there, stir it for a minute. I have another video I can post to show you how. And then when you clean it, you take a wet sponge or a wet paper towel, and it just wipes right out, and then you can just wash it. So it makes really life easier. And if you say, oh, but I don't like to cook chicken in the microwave, I really encourage you to try it. I was a skeptic when I first heard about it too, but I made chicken fajitas in there. I take that brick of frozen ground beef and that I forgot to thaw, and I throw it in there, throw it in the microwave for 3 minutes, chop it up. I don't even make tacos on the stove anymore. I make them in my steamer. So it's a great tool. The meat comes out beautifully. You don't have to use oil, which is nice, and it saves you calories. So what happens with the steam is the steam allows the product to cook in its own juices. So if you're making chicken fajitas, for example, you don't need oil, and it comes out beautifully because the food cooks in its own juices. It's also a very safe way to cook. I know there's a little stigma behind the microwave, but there's Harvard studies that show that it's the safest way to prepare your food. So we're pretty excited about the steamer, and it's very versatile, and there's great recipes on our website that show you how you could really make the most out of your steamer as well. So I encourage you to check that out. We're gonna skip to dessert while our mac and cheese finishes up. And tonight we are going to make chocolate cupcakes. So who doesn't like chocolate cupcakes, right? So I don't need a dozen chocolate cupcakes that this packet makes. So all of our desserts, again, are gluten-free, come in a pack of 2. And this would make 12 cupcakes. I don't need 12 cupcakes today, so I actually took half of the mix out already, and we're just gonna make 6 cupcakes. So the way that we're gonna do that is I'm gonna dump in, and I already pre-measured my oil and a half a teaspoon of vinegar in the bowl. And I need a half a cup of milk. And I'm actually just gonna use these. These are our mini prep bowls, which are super cute. They're 1 cup servings, and they have little measuring on the side. So I'm just gonna use this as my measuring cup. But they're awesome for leftovers. They come with these silicone lids. So you can put leftovers in here, or I always have a couple in my fridge going. So we need a half a cup of milk. I'm using almond milk. And so you can make these completely dairy-free, and they're vegan too. So, and gluten-free. So they're actually good for you. And they taste good too, believe it or not, which is nice. But I'm saving myself a couple calories using almond milk. And I'm just gonna stir this up. So really, that's all that goes in there, and you dump the packet in, and we're gonna have chocolate cupcakes in 2 seconds. So you notice I didn't use any eggs. You don't need them with our mix, which is nice. I'm all for using a little bit less ingredients because I am always out of something. So that's always good in my book. So I'm just stirring this up. It's coming together really nicely. It smells delicious. Who doesn't love a chocolate cupcake? And we're gonna cook these in the microwave too. So I'd like to say bake them in the microwave, but microwaves don't bake, but they produce a darn fine chocolate cupcake, let me tell you. And that's all mixed up. I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna scoop them. I thought I had a little scoop I could use here. Bear with me one sec. We are going to use, again, another fine silicone product, our muffin pans. So our muffin pans are great. They come in a set of 2. We only need 1 of them today. And I'm going to just scoop our cupcake mix right in here. And easy peasy, we have chocolate cupcakes. I'm going to pop these in the microwave for I think 4 minutes. Oh no, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. How about that? And you have chocolate cupcakes. Couldn't be easier than that for a quick weeknight dinner and mom serving dessert. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm gonna just pull out my mac and cheese, or my mac. Take the lid off while I'm over here. And I am just going to dump this out in my sink. So I am going to use my collapsible strainer. So how much room does a strainer need to take up in your cabinet? I know I have got like that huge one. Look at this collapsible strainer, which is awesome, and it turns into a perfect little strainer that I'm gonna just dump my noodles into. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, I have my noodles all ready to go. Oh, and I'm going to actually dump them right back into the steamer because we need to put our cheese in there. So I'm just dumping them right back. Oops. one for the dog. And we are going to, where's my mac and cheese? We're gonna dump this mac and cheese in. That was really hard. And we're gonna stir in 1/3 of a cup of milk. Again, I'm using almond milk because that's what I have. And it doesn't get much easier than that. So I'm just gonna use my spoon here, stir it up. And it's crazy, the second it hits that hot pasta, it starts to thicken up. It does say on the package to add a couple tablespoons of butter. I'm kind of watching my calories, so I'm not gonna do that. And I've done that before and I don't miss it. So why add the extra calories if you don't have to? But by all means, go for it if you want to. So here's our mac and cheese and it's done. Now I need a little green vegetable in my life to make dinner worthwhile. So I actually steamed up some fresh broccoli in the steamer beforehand, before you got here, and I'm just gonna dump that in too. I'm gonna just pop these cupcakes in the microwave for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the noodles off the floor and I'm gonna just finish. Oh, this is thickening up really nicely. And I have mac and cheese with broccoli in it. So, funny, kids sometimes eat their broccoli if it's in mac and cheese, right? And funny, the same rule goes with me. So, but this is great. Sometimes I throw a can of tuna. Okay, sorry, we had a little snafu there. So you could throw a can of tuna in here, or can of chicken, or any kind of protein, but do you. But you can make mac and cheese in 7 minutes, which is pretty cool. So that's done. My cupcakes just beeped, so I'm gonna pull those out. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds and we have cupcakes. It says to let them sit in the pan for a couple minutes, so I'm gonna do that. And my chicken is done too, so I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna put it on our rolling rack, which is really nice. It's a great use for a trivet, so you can put hot things on here. I like to put it over my sink when I'm washing vegetables because it can drain right into the sink, which is nice. But I am going to put my hot pan of chicken. Looks done. Yes, it's done. Right on here. So that's it. It looks great. Yeah, this is totally done. So again, in a matter of minutes, I have chicken. I have mac and cheese with some broccoli. And I have chocolate cupcakes for dessert. So I'm gonna plate this up, take a picture and post it in the group. But thank you for joining me, and I'll leave it to you to shop. Thanks, have a good night everybody.